Please pay close attention to this message. This message is aired in all cities and towns across Canada and the United States. If you are receiving this message, your area is under a health alert. Please do not turn off or adjust settings on your device. We are interrupting your regularly scheduled program due to a health alert. Pay attention to the regulations, and listen closely. We have issued a warning for citizens in the southern parts of America to evacuate to Canada, as the disease has evolved in recent months, as seen in the Gulf countries, and enhanced its influence on North America with the phase we refer to as Phase 2. Since the last transmission, the rate of spread across the United States has accelerated significantly, increasing the likelihood of Phase 2 occurrence. As the newly formed North American Health Bureau, we were forced to implement a number of rules and precautions. These measures will be detailed and conveyed to you shortly. Doctors and microbiologists working in Canadian research institutions are still investigating why the parasite mutates and how it affects humans when it reaches Phase 2, as well as trying to discover a cure. Even if we don't have much information, the symptoms of Phase 2 in humans can be summarized as follows. Severe vision loss. According to the data we collected from 2,354 patients with the disease we studied, 87.2% of patients who progressed to Phase 2 experienced blindness or severe vision loss. An increase in the sensitivity of the hearing and smell senses. As a result of several tests performed on our patients, it was discovered that they had hypersensitivity, particularly in the area of hearing. Although the human ear's hearing range is approximately 19 Hz to 23 kHz, people with Phase 2 disease have a hearing range of approximately 13 Hz to 79 kHz. Looking at these findings, it's clear that patients with the condition have hearing sensitivity well above that of normal senses. Nevertheless, the cause for this is unknown, and neurologists are still trying to figure it out. Walking difficulty. Patients whose condition has progressed to Phase 2 have difficulties walking, while the majority of patients have difficulty standing, while those who can stand can walk by staggering. With the total breakdown of the skin layer, muscle atrophy or the emergence of bone tissue in various sections of the body occurs. The cause is still being investigated, despite the fact that it appears to be very small in the patients we examined. The parasite settles in the brain and begins to utilize the patient's body as a host, according to the brain MRI results of those who have the disease. The patient may have unwanted reactions or requests during this time. If you have any doubts about yourself, go to a health facility right away. Along with this information, the decisions made by our institution according to various regions are as follows. Decisions that apply to people who are currently residing inside the U.S. border include: starting tomorrow and lasting until the next notification, the curfew will be in place throughout the day. To stop the disease from spreading, kindergartens and schools will no longer teach face-to-face. Public transport will be stopped in all states. Companies will offer incentives to encourage their staff to work online. International travel will be suspended, and no individuals from other countries will be permitted. Nationwide, National Guards will isolate sick humans and animals. If you are still in the southern parts, you must immediately evacuate to Alaska or Canada. If you do not depart by the end of this month, the authorities will forcibly evacuate you. If there are any, it is mandatory for your pets to stay in the house. Animals that are found outside are taken into isolation. Don't listen to the rumors. The only official statement is made with these announcements. You don't need to be concerned about your relatives who live abroad because there haven't been any reported cases on other continents. The actions outlined in the earlier announcements are still in effect. Following are the decisions taken for Canadian citizens. A curfew will be in effect from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. starting this evening in the following states: Quebec, Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Schools will be closed and a state of emergency will be declared. Public transport will be limited. Only those with parasitic infections or appointments will be allowed admission to the hospitals. Public services will be operating from 1 to 4 p.m. There will be no departures for a month and all international flights will be delayed to the next month. Government regulations save you and your family, whereas conspiracy theories put you and them in risk. Thanks for your time. This message ends here.
Fellow Americans, I am making this statement at 8:32 on the 27th of July 2028. Unexpected and depressing things are happening in the United States. First and foremost, I'm thinking of the friends and family that have been split up and evacuated. I am aware of the challenges we are facing. I do, however, have confidence in the excellent staff at the North American Health Bureau, the Center for Disease Control. I have trust in our servicemen and women to fulfill their roles. America, while this is a difficult time, you are in good hands. There is simply no reason to panic more. Panic brought on by careless and unreliable communication. The sufferers are not deceased. We are establishing the likelihood of developing a curve. The danger. Only direct fluid contact can transmit an infection. Bites isn't that. I'm thinking of the unfortunate people in line for the event. However, it is controlled. It has consistently been controlled. Please stay inside your houses tonight. The curfew is in place for a reason, and I would appreciate it if you will follow it. There are numerous rumours going around. Numerous lies. This is a call for calm. I can verify for an outbreak having occurred. It is flu-like. It causes to panic. It leads to confusion. No proof of fatalities has been found. To keep the border secure, we are employing measured and wise force. There have been warning shots fired. There is no harm to many civilians. We have to make sure that this infection doesn't spread. The curfew will continue for the foreseeable future and America is safe. Sure, that didn't serve to